Hey team, this is an episode of Two Halves and it's a doozy. We bring in Umar, who is one of South Asia's leading entrepreneurs. So if you've ever bought anything on Shopify, especially out of Pakistan, this is the guy who made it all happen. He launched Ginkgo Omnichannel and UnamPay, the equivalent of Stripe, if you've ever bought on Stripe. And in the second half, we hear about his true passion, hacking the human body. We always talk about hacking Amazon and growing and optimizing things for online. This is where we learn how to do it for your body. Let's go. So, thank you for coming to the show.
Welcome thank you for having me here.
Amazing. Well, okay. So I think for everyone's benefit, it'd be good to talk through the origin stories, X-Men origin stories, how you got here, and then I'd love to kind of dive into like the cool passion interests and that kind of stuff.
Okay, so how I am here with respect to where I'm right now in terms of technology, it's just a matter of chance, I believe, because I never wanted to be in technology in the first place. It was more of a conflict rather with my father at a point that I wanted to go into psychology and biology at that time, and because he's an engineer, so he thought, okay, engineering is the best thing to do. So I stopped studying for 1 year, essentially, not doing anything. And then eventually we decided, okay, let's go to computer sciences. So we went into computer sciences.
That's a compromise.
Yeah, that's a compromise. And that's 1998. But when I got into computing, I got more interested. I said, okay, this is fun. You can do a lot of stuff. I got into networking, computer networking, IP networking. That's where I started Microsoft and Cisco. A couple of years there, then went into telecommunications. Stayed there for 9 years. Experimented with a lot of stuff in building things, infrastructure and technology and software all. That is where I decided, okay, enough is enough. Let's do something of my own, because I've always had ideas which were beyond whatever I was doing at that time in terms of company, because telecom is a fixed path. You have to build what the company is saying. You have to work on what the company is giving you. Whereas when you are a bit more creative in terms of looking at the world in terms of problems, and then solutions come to your mind, pop up to your mind. So you always say, I want to do that. So I said, okay, let's start a company. I decided that let's solve a problem of recruiting. Recruiting. So,
okay. Yeah, that's like the jump.
Yeah, that's 2014, because I saw that in large organizations, typical recruiting cycle is minimum 3 months, maximum 6 months, especially multinationals. Mm-hmm. And the problem is that even after hiring, then you understand, we have hired the wrong guy. We need to fire the guy now. So how can I solve this? So I thought about somehow quantifying the qualitative data of human beings.
Right. Interesting.
So,
okay.
So because
that's a big jump.
Humans are, we have patterns. Our movements, our thought, our writing, everything have patterns. And that patterns can be quantified if you have somebody with psychology and somebody with computing and mathematics background combined. So I thought, let's create an app, an engine, which is a recruitment engine, which can, in essence, ingest all this human data and then convert that into a decision framework.
Wow.
So that could shorten the hiring process to maybe 3 weeks from 6 months. And I started the company with that. But what happens is, you realize that in order to build this, you need money. And we don't have money.
Conveniently.
Yeah. We don't have money. So, okay, in order to generate that money, we need to do something which we don't like, which is providing some services, building some websites and applications. Yeah. And we started doing that. For 6-7 months, we kept on doing it. And then somebody came to me and said, let's build an ERP for education sector. Okay. I don't want to do it because the country I'm in right now, they don't value education. And if anything I build on education, that would not be valuable. But the pressure increased from all the team, because they thought, no, education is big, education we need to solve this problem. I said, okay, let's start building it. And we started building the first education ERP in that country. Wow. It was a SaaS-based solution we built. So once I'm into it, I thought, okay, now I'm into it, so I really need to see how it can be a success story. So what are the challenges of education sector? The number one challenge is that they don't want to pay money. It has to be cheap. They don't have the tech understanding. They don't have IT teams in their schools and colleges. It have to be a solution which does not require technology.
No tech background. Right.
Yep. And they don't want to invest on computing. So it should be cloud-based, SaaS-based. Okay. And this is 2014. Very few people were working on SaaS applications at that time. So we created on Ruby on Rails a solution launched it at a very, very low price. So if I talk about dollars, maybe it's few cents, not even, maybe 1 cent or 2 cents per student.
Wow.
Excellent. That's awesome.
That's so good.
Yeah. So in the country, obviously, it was Pakistan. So it was 15 rupees per student per month. That's it. And I also made it like no uptime, no upfront cost, no capital cost, just 15 rupees per student, just start. Everybody liked it. We went to the market. Schools started liking it. This is a good idea. Everything gets automated. We're very happy. Let's start implementing. We started getting customers. But then we started losing customers without reason. And we struggled for a reasonable amount of time. We had a huge team, huge investment, and it was not working out. And then I said, okay, let me go to the market directly, because I was always focused on the solution in the product, not the customer. That's a mistake I learned later on, that this was a mistake. So I went to the school and I said, okay, why are you not using it? I mean, you like the solution. And what I realized, most of the schools are private schools, and private schools are owned by investors.
Right.
So investors are interested in using this system because they are able to catch pilferages and leakages and all that. But the staff who are actually doing those leakages, they don't want that solution to be successful because they get caught. So they made sure that this software does not work for them. And then later on, some staff members who were good and some schools were onboarded, the investor realized if all my financial data is in the system, the government, the FBR, the taxation authority will come to me, because school sector in that country was totally untaxed, all cash income. So they said, no, we cannot use this software. So after like 1 year, we realized we were in the wrong business. And we invested a lot of money. And so in 2015, and I decided, let's close this. We cannot do this. This is a wrong decision. By the time we were closing it, a school came to us, a very, very large school, army-run school, and they said, we want this solution. We said, okay, just take it. Give us one-time money, just take it. We don't want to do anything with this anymore. So that's the end of our first era, I would say, as a company. It's all lessons, a lot of lessons. You need to listen to the customer. You need to be in the market. You need to understand. You need to build an agile approach, because what I did in this case was build the whole solution and then go to the market. Rather than building module.
Incrementally and pivoting.
So that is where we learned a lot of lessons, and then we started working in this direction and started exploring again the market. By that time, I have almost finished all the funds I had. So there was no possibility of going to the recruitment engine anymore. And we went to the market again and we started. But what happened in these 2 years, from 2014 January to 15 December, our repute as a company that this is a unique company which is able to solve difficult problems, and they like problems. So that is the kind of repute we got in the market, and we got a good team as well. Our process got refined. So people started coming to us, companies started coming to us with problems. So one of the army museums, the army wanted to build a museum in Lahore, war museum, and they said, we want to build a museum which is different than any other museum, technology enabled, and nobody have done it. So what can you do about it? I said, okay, what we can do is we can build a IoT-based museum where each exhibit not just displays a small information. Okay, this is when you go closer to it, it gives you a pop-up. This is what I am. What do you want to know more about me? So that was, they liked the idea. And they said, just build it. So we helped them build that software and the solution. It was first IoT implementation there. So we used BLE, Bluetooth Low Energy technology, to build that.
That's cool.
Anyways, so this reputation keep on growing, and that is where our breakthrough happened. One of the largest retailers in Pakistan contacted us that we have this problem, that we have this retail working, but we don't have reports, and we have given this project to multiple companies. They're unable to build a BI system for us. So can you do that? We said, okay, give us, let's try. And we were able to do that. They were happy. They extended another project, which was their website going down all the time when there's customers. We solved that. That is where we realized e-commerce is a good business. People pay money for this. And we can actually solve a lot of problems very quickly, which people even don't understand how to solve. And then we went to Shopify. We understood Shopify. And we realized Shopify is not localized for our country. And in order to make Shopify successful, we have to build payment systems, logistics systems, inventory management systems, and link it with Shopify, which means if we are able to do that, we are going to build the foundational pieces to enable the ecosystem to grow.
To exist, yeah.
And because I always was not a marketeer and a salesperson by background, I always, in a way, avoided going public and talking to anyone. So I thought this is a good way. Build something which everybody needs. You don't have to market.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where we got our success. So in 2016, we moved into e-commerce with this. And by 17, we were known everywhere. And by 19, we were the largest e-commerce technology service company in the country.
Wow.
That's amazing.
So that's how we entered into e-commerce. So I'll stop here for now. Yeah.
Anyone who's on Shopify in Pakistan, this is the man you have to thank for it. He kind of like built the foundation of the whole thing, right? Brought it to Pakistan, made it real.
Yeah, we got the opportunity.
I thank you on their behalf.
Thank you. Okay, from this point, what happened with us is, so I'll continue with this journey.
Please,
I am on the edge of my seat. There's like around a campfire. I've got my s'more and my marshmallow. I am super excited to like dive into this.
Okay, so when we were solving these small problems with the merchants on Shopify, logistics and payments and all of that, inventory, so we realized why not create a system, a single system, which can have all of this in one place. And also, I was having thoughts at that time that the way we are moving, the way world is moving, we are going to go more digital day by day, and the brick and mortar is going to lose its value more and more. Or it is going to become in sync with the online, kind of omni-channel concept.
The whole omni,
Mm-hmm.
So that is 2019. And
surprise, COVID hit.
Yes. So we started building a solution in September 2019. We were ready with the prototype, tested it with one customer in December. By Feb, the solution was stabilized and COVID hit.
Good timing.
Awesome timing.
And everybody needed that solution. So within 1 year, that solution was called Ginkgo.
Mm-hmm.
We named it Ginkgo Omnichannel. And within 1 year, it became a huge success. And we decided, okay, it's big enough to not exist as a department anymore.
Yeah.
It needs to be a company. So we created another company, Ginkgo, and made a separate CEO, person who can run that company, because I was still focused on Alchemative, the parent company of that. So yeah, that's one new area we started working on. Now that solution is still going on, very big. It's a very large scale solution now. We were able to create a lot of different solutions around this as well. Payments, similar situation. I realized that with large merchants, they don't typically use one payment gateway. They go with 2 or 3 banks, because maybe with one bank they want to run a different campaign. With a different bank, they get a different rate. And maybe one bank is very comfortable to deal with. So they have 3 different banks or 4 different banks, and then they want to do BNPL as well. So why not create a one platform which have all of this in one place? And we integrate every possible bank in that.
Yeah.
So we started doing that. We called it Unified Payments in the beginning, but we renamed it into UnumPay in 2022. And UnumPay is still going strong. And as of now, it's the dominant payment system in this market. I think it's the second largest payment system in Shopify ecosystem as of now.
Wow.
So yeah, these kind of small initiatives gave us...
Just small initiatives. I love this. Yeah, just tiny little things.
I mean, for us, it was always not... We never thought about that it can grow big.
Yeah.
For us, it was always that, okay, this is a problem. Let's
solve
solve
a
it.
problem.
Fix it.
You were just
You were
looking
the
to solve
fixers.
problems.
Yeah, you make things happen.
Yeah. So, and we were never good at marketing. We still are not. And so what happened is most of the solution actually grew organically without... UnumPay website, I think, was created 1 month back after 3 years of the solution already in the market. So yeah, in essence, this is how things work for us.
I love this. He's kind of like the Johnny Appleseed of like e-commerce, just skipping through the countryside, just dropping new businesses through like, hey, boop, boop.
I love the fact that it's like, I'm not good at marketing, so I'm just going to create products that people really need.
Yeah.
Solve really complex problems and make them really easy. Then you don't have to market.
And that's how I do it.
Yeah.
I love that.
So yeah, this is where we are right now.
So, okay, you've done all this amazing stuff. But now I'd love to know more about the true passion, the stuff that really gets you excited.
Yeah.
So tell us about the next little bit.
So I was, in the first place, never interested in technology as such, even though it's 24 years and people know me as a techie and people know me as, But as I said, technology was, okay, let's just go into this, because biology and psychology is not something very acceptable at that time. So my true passion always had been about human potential, because I was always interested in the capacities and capabilities of a human being. And I always thought that humans are the biggest untapped potential on this planet, mentally and physically both. So we need to work more towards unbundling this capacity. Because as of now, we are always talking about technology and making this. So why not unbundle this technology, which maybe nature have created?
I love that.
Yeah. So that was always my core interest area. So and that actually came from maybe some inclinations as a child, reading more about paranormal and metaphysical concepts, and then later in life, like 12, 11, about herbs and nutrition and experimenting with medicine at that time, and then into sports. So I went into sports. I was a national champion, full body contact, martial arts.
What?
Yeah.
Just drop that one
The
in.
guy's just like a ninja. Just do. Which full body contact? Which one?
Wushu, Chinese
Oh
wushu.
man.
So I was national champion for when I was 17.
Okay.
I did bodybuilding at that time. I was a coach for bodybuilding for 1 year, 2 years as well.
Oh, I love this.
But this is all before I started my career, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Because
Obs.
once I started my career, so being a focused person, I left everything else.
Right.
For 20 years, I did not exercise or anything. I said, okay, just focus on work. Anyways,
Okay.
so yeah, that was my passion. So when I realized, okay, this is where I am right now. I've done a couple of things. I have reasonable resources now. I have some understanding of life now. Why should not I go back to what I really wanted?
What you really love.
Yeah. So then 2 or 3 years back, and with the help and influence of some friends who always push me towards finding what you really want to do. Yeah, I said, okay, let's try to go back. So I started working out again, implementing what I already knew in terms of diet and everything else. So I gradually started implementing, and I started seeing results on my body, and said, okay, I actually always wanted to do this. Let's just keep on going in this. So then I thought, okay, what are the problems right now we face in the market for someone who want to be healthy, but they don't have the right tools? Because I'm a techie now to some extent.
Yeah.
So why
Just
not?
a little bit.
Yeah. So why not create something, technology, which can help a human being physically improve, or from the wellness perspective, from the aging perspective.
Yeah.
So that is now I am at right now. I'm trying to create that application, which can help steer your health journey towards a better you. Starting with physical as of now, but eventually going to mental. But I'm a strong believer of mind is dependent on your body.
Yeah.
Because mind is fueled by your body. So if your body is in the right state of being, your mind will automatically function better.
So the next thing we're thinking about is basically like some kind of like, not workout app. I think that's probably an oversimplification. It's more kind of like
a unified app to track your food, workouts, your biomarkers. Because biomarkers are the most important.
Yeah.
Biomarkers tell you where you're going at.
So is it going to read the, like, from these kind of like your data off your watch and your ring kind of
from
thing?
your variables to your blood reports from your labs.
Yeah. Feed
from
that
your
all
food, from your activity, everything combined in one place.
In one place. And then the whole idea is eventually this can like food as medicine concept and really optimize the body.
Yeah. So obviously then we put an AI into that.
Yeah.
And we train the AI.
Yeah.
We train the AI on that data.
Yeah.
And we have the reference data as well, the context as well. So you really don't need doctor on daily basis once you have this kind of app with you, because it's already telling you what you really need to do. Obviously, Apple Watch and all these things, they still tell you something. Okay, stand up, you've been sitting for 2 hours, or you haven't had water, or all that, but not the comprehensive picture.
Yeah.
So with this, more data you have, especially blood markers, you'll be able to better predict what somebody should do.
This is really exciting. I am super interested in seeing this, because you've kind of gone from the rise of the internet before the networking and all the that kind of stuff you did, through to the rise of e-commerce, and now through to the rise of
health and
Yeah.
biohumans.
Yeah, biohacking. Yeah, I do try to biohack with my experiment biohacking as well, with herbs and all. So
Yeah.
that's a reasonable experiment.
Are there any things you recommend for people to do right now? You're like, okay, most of you guys, you're probably in the world of e-commerce, so you're probably sitting down most of the time. Maybe you're exercising, maybe you're not exercising, maybe you're not eating well.
High stress levels.
What
Generally.
what are top 3 or 4 things you
So
recommend?
Top 3 things. Maybe it's very common, already everybody knows, but in my experience, in my experimentation, especially last 3 years, you need to fix your sleep. That's
Number
the first
one.
and foremost.
Number one thing,
Okay,
sleep.
sorry, I am the biggest culprit in this space.
So
Yeah.
that's the first thing you need to fix. Number 2, you have to decrease your carbohydrates as much
Really?
as possible.
Okay.
As much
So-
as possible.
Yep. Cut carbs.
And number 3, you need to move. Doesn't matter what kind of movement, but you need to move
And
as much as possible.
and
And don't consider walking as exercise.
oh, okay, great. I'm gonna log that one. And then number 1 underrated food that you should have, or like secret hack that you would recommend.
No, I really don't believe in this kind
Mushrooms,
of
turmeric,
one pill
moringa.
solves all the problem.
Yeah.
I don't really believe, because it's a combination. A lot of things. There are a lot of superfoods which gives you a lot of value, but I don't think humans are that simple being
Yeah.
that you just give one tablet and everything is solved. Humans are they're a very complicated machine, and that machine needs a lot of input in
Yeah.
a very different and balanced manner. But most fundamentally, you are dependent on sleep, because that's the most important thing. If you can solve that one piece, and when you want to solve sleep, it's not just sleeping 8 hours. It's sleeping at what time?
Mm.
What did you eat before sleep?
Oh,
What
okay.
was your sugar level before you
What
sleep?
should you not eat before sleep?
Yeah, what is your cortisol level at the time of sleep? So all of this matters,
I
because
think
if you
I
just go to bed and have a higher cortisol level or maybe higher sugar level, that sleep is essentially useless in a way, because sleep will increase your growth hormones.
Mm.
But growth hormone will only increase if your body does not have insulin in it.
Mm.
And your body will have insulin if you have food.
Okay.
So you somehow have to understand all this equation, that just going to bed is not the solution.
All right. So let's break this down. How long before going to bed what's the gap between eating and going to sleep?
Yeah, that also depends on what do you eat. So for
Okay,
example, if you have a very simple, clean meal, lean protein, no carbs, 3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
3 hours.
Right. And what's a good time for going to bed at then?
In my understanding, 9 p.m., sorry.
9 p.m. is a good time to
Yeah.
go
So
to
you're
bed.
eating dinner at 6.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
So reason being, your body, the circadian rhythm is very important. So you all understand that. So your body is in the state of peak recovery between 9 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Wow. Okay.
And as the morning comes, your body goes into preparation for morning. So not recovering anymore, rather getting ready for activity. So gradually it starts increasing your stress levels, because it knows that we need sugar, we need some activity, we need some hormones, we're going to get up and do something. So yeah, that's because that clock is there for thousands of years. You cannot change it.
Yeah.
You've mentioned low cortisol levels.
Yeah.
So this is stress, right?
Yeah.
So what would you recommend? What are the best things you can do to reduce those?
So
Before
some things are very obvious, obviously, that you should not do activities which engage your brain and body too much.
Okay.
So not tough exercise, hard exercise, no. Not brain stimulating work, computing, AI,
Okay.
all of these. So need to have relaxing activities. Rest and digest is the typical definition. So relaxing activities, less blue light, obviously.
Okay. So no screens.
No screens.
Okay.
Obviously, no screens. Screens have a different impact as well, other than cortisol, because most of the screens give you the form of light which activates your brain.
Right.
It tells your brain that, oh, we still need to work. It's still morning or daytime or whatever.
Okay.
But what a lot of people actually miss, and I have experimented with that as well, that your stress levels need to be higher in the morning in order to have them lower in the evening.
Okay. So you should stimulate stress.
Yeah,
in
you
the
should
morning.
stimulate stress in the morning.
So work out in the morning.
Work out all the difficult stuff in the morning.
Okay.
mentally and physically both. Because the higher your stress levels before in the morning, like let's say before noon, the body automatically down regulates it by
So
the
it'll help you to bring it down later in the day.
Yes.
And you need this gap in between. So between midday and then sort of like 7,
Yes.
8, 9 p.m. as you're preparing for bed.
Yeah.
So things you should do. I'm going to assume here, reading,
Reading is perfect without screens.
right? And listening to music, perhaps?
That's okay. That's
Okay,
okay.
fine.
Well, if the music is
If
the
it's
kind of music
calm
actually, it
music,
depends.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
If
so
a music that is
classical
not,
or-
classic is fine. Music that relaxes
There I
you.
was going to say Netflix and chill, but I guess only the chill is going to be allowed.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. No Netflix, no chilling. Yeah. Anything else you'd recommend?
To calm down.
Okay.
Basically.
Meditation, maybe.
Meditation is fine. So
Yeah.
any activity, if you're a religious person,
Praying.
prayer,
Yeah.
because that will calm you down. If you are a social person, having a good family interaction.
Conversation. There's an idea.
Yeah. If you're a social person, not
Playing
very
some games, maybe.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Oh, okay.
Actually, interacting with other humans reduces cortisol level if it is not an argument.
Maybe not with family then.
Invite your friends over, play Twister.
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm interested in what you think about HRV breathing, and if you think, firstly, are you aware of?
Yeah.
Do you think it's more effective or less effective than, say, box breathing, for example? Do you think there's a difference, or is any kind of slow breathing practice, meditative practice?
So different breathing practices have different impact on your body. So when you do box breathing or any sort of controlled breathing, it does have better impact as compared to normal relaxed breathing. So normal relaxed breathing, yes, it will relax you. But if you control your breathing, so why does it have better impact? Because when you have a box breathing or the pattern of breathing where you exhale more and inhale less, you actually increase carbon dioxide in your body. So when you increase carbon dioxide in your body goes into sort of a stressful situation. That, okay, we have less oxygen, more of things which we don't need to have. So let's trigger some survival mechanisms, survival genes, which increases your recovery and growth hormones. So in essence, you will recover better as your body will eventually relax more after that session as well. So it's a practice you can do for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever your capacity is. But the moment you start doing it, the time after that is about more growth, more recovery. The HRV typically goes up significantly.
Interesting.
So two things impact your recovery significantly, HRV and your respiratory rate. So because if you practice breathing techniques, different form, your respiratory rate will gradually come down. Sleeping respiratory rate, obviously, resting. So if that comes down, that increases your HRV or recovery rate as a whole.
Just in case anyone's wondering, I'm assuming here HRV, heart rate variance, right?
Yes. Very big.
Great. There's a little nugget of digest. Great.
Sorry, I've got another.
Go on, Leon. Ask the question into the mic so we can hear you.
What are your opinion on the artificial alarm clocks that create an environment of natural light, so like Lumi, for example? Especially in the UK, right? It's so dark half of the year, and natural light is such a good way to wake up. Do you like those alarm clocks? Or?
So generally, I haven't experimented with this. So the information I would have is maybe I read somewhere, but I haven't experimented because I never needed an alarm clock. Because if you sleep at 9, you will automatically wake up when your body is ready to wake up. And that typically is 4 a.m., 3:30 a.m., 4:30 a.m. That's the natural cycle. So maybe I don't really need. I would need an alarm if I somehow, due to any travel or something, I have to maybe sleep at 2 a.m. And I know I need to attend a meeting in the morning, so I need an alarm maybe. That's the only exception. In a normal circumstances, I would never need an alarm. So I haven't experimented or needed these things.
What he's actually trying to say is I'm superhuman, and the rest of you mere mortals can rise to my...
No, it's all about habit, I think. It's all about if you are able to sleep at the right time, you will be rested enough to automatically wake up. Your body naturally wants you to wake up at 3:30. It's a fixed kind of clock.
That's why I keep waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning. My body wants to wake up, despite the fact I went to bed at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, the reason is because your body increases stress hormones at a cortisol beta, because it knows it's morning time, we need to be active, we need to go hunting, we're still primitive in our biology.
I love that.
This is so interesting.
Right, we normally spend our days talking about optimizing advertising, optimizing the pages
Listings.
and the listings.
How do you get those conversions?
But why don't we think about how we optimize ourselves? I mean, if we gave it just half or 10% of as much thought, maybe that would help.
Maybe.
Make better decisions.
Absolutely. No, not maybe. Yes.
No, it would definitely, yeah.
So, Umar, thank you so much for coming on the show. I am honored to have you here. I feel like you're going to finish the show and then just go Superman and just fly out the door. But cool.
No, genuinely, that's been so fascinating.
super
And I'll be honest with you, Leon, he asks a few questions whenever we have these normally, but he's full of questions. I can see he's got another one he wants to ask you right now.
So tell the people, where can they find you?
Yeah, I'm typically more active on LinkedIn in terms of social media presence, and because of my team, also on Instagram. Okay. Yeah.
He's looking over at Eva, who's sitting here, and she's also a Wonder Woman. You're just attracting this like whole cast of superheroes. But all right, and so we'll grab the link and we'll drop it in the description so that everyone can get in touch
If
with
you want to learn more.
Please tell him when you message him, say, hey, you found us through the pod.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. Great. Well, team, thanks so much for joining. Umar, thank you so much for joining. And this has been awesome. One love.
Peace out. One love.
Thank you very much.
Sleep early tonight. Don't forget.